Although I'm a longtime EV owner, until recently, there's one thing I would have never thought to check if I was buying a used EV. Recently, a buddy of mine bought an EV motorcycle. He soon went to his first charging station, plugged it in, and found that he was only getting half of his motorcycle's rated charging speed. That's because, in his case, one of the motorcycle's two onboard AC chargers had failed. It's something that should have been discovered or disclosed before the sale, but it wasn't. So with that in mind, if you're shopping for a used EV, here's something you're going to want to do. Confirm your vehicle's AC and DC charging is working as it should. If the EV doesn't come with a bumper-to-bumper warranty, you're going to want to head to two different charging stations during a test drive if that's possible. That's because most EVs have two different charging systems. One is an onboard AC charging inverter. The other is DC fast charging. Each charging system has a rated peak charging speed that varies from model to model. Level 2 AC chargers are common in homes and shopping centers, while DC chargers are often used during longer interstate road trips. If the seller won't let you test charge it, get something in writing guaranteeing the charging setup works properly and stating the seller will pay for any needed repair if it doesn't. For example, this Mustang Mach-E has a level 2 AC top rated charging speed of 11 kilowatts, while on the DC side, it's rated at a peak charging speed of just over 150 kilowatts. This Zero SRF has a rated peak charging speed of 6.6 kilowatts. Although with charging losses figured in, it will usually only peak at 6.4 or 6.5 kilowatts. In the case of this Zero, different models have different charging speeds, depending on how they are optioned. That sometimes holds true for cars as well, with base models occasionally having slower charging speeds than fully optioned ones. The main thing to confirm is that the car or motorcycle starts charging as expected. Different models have vastly different charging speeds depending on a variety of conditions, so I can't tell you exactly what speed you're looking for, but here's a general rule of thumb. If you're at a level 2 charger, with rare exceptions, the EV should charge at a rate above 5 kilowatts. If you're at a DC charger, it should charge at a rate of at least 40 kilowatts, although depending on the car, it might be less than 40 kilowatts if the battery is above an 80% state of charge. These are just general guidelines, and there are exceptions. For example, DC-enabled motorcycles charge much slower on average than cars due to their smaller batteries. And some slow level 2 AC chargers are limited to 3.5 kilowatts of charging speed, or even a bit less. Once the charging session begins, you should be able to see the speed you're getting either on your vehicle's dash, its app, or on the charging station display. The speed should quickly climb and then settle in. If a charge rate appears to be really slow, it's time to start asking the seller why. If the seller doesn't have answers, it might be time to walk away. The odds of running into this issue are pretty darn small, but given that most EVs, like most used vehicles, are sold as is, better to be safe than sorry. If you're new to EVs and need a more detailed explanation, or have a question about a specific brand, drop me a note in the comments and I'll do my best to answer your question. If you found this episode of EV Rider useful, please go ahead and give this video a like so I can continue to bring you tips like this and more adventures in EV motoring. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.